What's going on, guys? My name is Everletcher, and today I am back with a Pixel Gun 3D video. Today's video is long awaited because the series I'm continuing, or finishing up right now actually, is one that I actually haven't done one of these in quite some time, and this is the next top 10 most powerful weapons. So obviously, the last section that I have not done is, well, the top 10 most powerful heavy weapons in Pixel Gun 3D. I know you guys have been expecting this for a while, and I've finally gotten around to doing this. But real quick, I just want you all to know that none of these new heavy weapons in the game, like the Ice Club, are actually on this list, just because I don't have those yet. I can't get gameplay of them. I know other people could test them, but it just overcomplicates the entire video for me. So to make this as simple as possible, I'm only doing weapons that I have, which is for the most part every single weapon except for a few. So if you do not see one on this list, or you do not see it in the notable mentions, odds are I do not have that weapon. So with that being said, now that you guys know that, let's not waste any more time, and let's just go ahead and hop right into this. So with that being said, all these weapons are tested max level versus max level armor, so the stats are going to be 100% accurate for that, unless the weapon might have been nerfed or something, because keep in mind, these were tested about a week ago. But anyways, with that being said, let's just go ahead and hop right into this. Go ahead and leave a like, and comment down below what your favorite heavy weapon in the Pixel Gun 3D is. Let's hop into it right now. So coming in at the number 10 spot on this list is probably the least specific weapon on this list, and that is literally any charge weapon in the game, because from what I've noticed, at least for all the legendary ones and above, because those are the only weapons I test, is legendary grade and mythical grade. Any charge weapon in the heavy section is a one-shot kill once you get it fully charged. So I'm just going to put that at number 10 spot. Yeah, you got to get it fully charged, which kind of sucks because you have to spend the time to charge it up, but for the most part, you can't really go wrong with with charge weapons in the heavy section, just because they're pretty powerful. They're all basically one-shot kill once you get max charge. I believe the only ones in the heavy section is the big fatality gun. Next one you have is the energy drill, and then you have the, I'm trying to find one real quick, the fireball gauntlet. You have the Eye of Ra. You have the manga gun, and then you also have the eraser. I believe that's it for the legendary and mythical ones. If I did miss one, let me know, but for the most part, that's going to be what the number 10 spot is. Any single charge weapon in the game or in heavy section is going to be a good one for the number 10 spot. So the only reason I did that instead of listing them individually is because if I didn't, then most of these weapons would be charged weapons. So with that being said, charge weapons at the number 10 spot. Let's go ahead and hop right into number 9. So coming in at the number 9 spot is the most annoying weapon, most annoying heavy weapon in the game right now, at least to me that is. Comment down below what you guys think about this weapon. Coming in at number 9, we have the Proton Freezer. The Proton Freezer is a 2-shot kill no matter what. Well, I don't know no matter what, but it's a 2-shot kill. You can't do headshots or body shots because no matter what, heavy sections are just 2-shot kills. And the Proton Freezer has a fire rate of 78, capacity of 8, mobility of 50, rockets, and slows the target. And the reason why this thing's at number 9 is simply because the capacity on this weapon. Because basically, you don't want to be reloading your weapons all the time on this game. And when you have a heavy weapon that has a high firing rate and low capacity, it kind of sucks because you're constantly having to reload. And with this one being a 2-shot kill, you have a firing rate of 78, which is pretty good for a heavy weapon. That's basically about what you want to see. And you have a really good capacity as well, so you're not going to have to reload this thing all the time. Obviously, you're still going to have to reload it, but not as often as some of the weapons that you might see. And that's why this weapon's at number 9 on this list. Now, yes, this weapon's extremely annoying. At least to me it is. It's one of the most annoying weapons in the game, and I hope it gets nerfed. But that is the Proton Freezer right there at the number 9 spot. Let me know what you guys think about that. Coming in at the number 8 spot is one of my favorite heavy weapons to use, and that is a Ghost Launcher. Yes, this is a mythical weapon. You have a fire rate of 83, capacity of 13, mobility of 50, single shots, rockets, and area damage. This weapon is a 2-shot kill no matter what, and it is basically just phenomenal. It's basically like the Renegade, just upgraded, and you have better capacity, which capacity on this thing is phenomenal with that 13, because the fire rate is kind of high. If you had it below at 8, then there's really no point in using this because you're going to be using your ammo super fast. And so the Ghost Launcher is right there at the number 8 spot. Let me know what you think about this. I love the design of this weapon. Yes, there's a lot of weapons with this skin. It's one of the reskins, but it's a great weapon. I definitely love using it, but it is a mythical, so it's going to be a bit harder to obtain. So that's why it's low on this list. So coming in at the number 7 spot on this list is one you guys all probably expected to see on this list, and that is a Primal Beast. The Primal Beast is a 2-shot kill no matter what. It is a legendary weapon, and it has a firing rate of 82, capacity of 10, mobility of 50, rockets, area damage, and burning. And yes, the burning effect is going to play a big part on this weapon because burning effect helps out a lot because you get extra damage. The capacity is one of the best things about this weapon because higher capacity, less reloading, and when it's 2-shot kill, That's great. If you hit all your shots, you can kill about 5 people with just this weapon. Unless they're all clumped up, then you can kill quite a bit. But if people are not clumped up, then you guys can kill 5 people with this weapon if they all have the same max armor. And this is just a great weapon to use. I highly recommend it. It's a great weapon, and it's at the number 7 spot on this list because it's not the most powerful. This is actually the last weapon on this list that has a 2-shot kill. So with that being said, the Primal Beast at number 7. Let's go ahead and hop right into number 6. So coming in at number 6 is the first 1-shot kill weapon on this list, and I'm actually really surprised to see this weapon on the list, and this is one of the only weapons with manual guidance, and that is the Stinger 3000. The Stinger 3000 has a firing rate of 74, capacity of 1, mobility of 50, manual guidance, area damage, and 4x zoom. Yes, it is a 1-shot kill, which is great, but the one thing is it has the manual guidance, so if you're not good with that, this weapon is not going to be good for you. But if you are good with the manual guidance, this weapon is going to be awesome. And the capacity is not that great. So if you guys do not want to get that, you can go for the Stinger, which I believe is a 2-shot kill, and it has a 4 capacity as well, and I believe a much higher firing rate. So go with the Stinger 3000, the Stinger for my number 6 spot. It's not the greatest weapon in the game, but this is going based off of how many shots it takes to kill somebody. So 1-shot kill, gonna make it on this list. There's not actually a whole lot of 1-shot kill heavy weapons in the game when you're going max level versus max level. So with that being said, Stinger 3000 right there at the number 6 spot. Let me know what you guys think about that. Let's go ahead and hop right in number 5 spot. So coming in at the number 5 spot is one that you really don't see anybody using, and that's the Soda plus Pop, or at least I never see anybody using this weapon. It is a 1-shot kill. It has a very, very low capacity, so it takes a while to shoot people or throw the bottle at people. I don't know exactly how this weapon works. It's a firing rate of 74, capacity of 1, mobility of 50, rockets, cluster bomb, and looping shot. The cluster bomb is going to be great, and yes, it is a 1-shot kill no matter what, and that's kind of why it's at the number 5 spot, but it's not the best one in the game, and you guys are going to see that in a bit because the other ones on this list I think are just better. I think they're more fun to use. So the firing rate, I don't know if that's actually a 74. They might have that thing inaccurate like they do with lots of these. So I would not set it to 74. Let me know what you guys think about that. It's got about the same firing rate as a solar power cannon, which is 63. But anyways, I'm going to stop talking right there. Let's go ahead and get into the number 4 spot on this list. So the number 4 spot on this list is a heavy weapon that has been dominating the lobbies for quite some time. Yes, it has a low firing rate. It has a firing rate of 21, capacity of 1, mobility of 50. Yes, we're talking about the Huge Boy. The Huge Boy also has area damage, looping shot, and rockets. This is a 1-shot kill no matter what. And it is I don't use it. I've never used it actually. Well, I think I've used it for a video once, but it's the Huge Boy. From what I've seen, it's very, very powerful, really good weapon. It's just kind of annoying because it's a 1-shot kill. When people use it against you, it's really annoying. But I'm sure if you're using it, it's going to be really fun to use because that's how weapons work in this game. Everyone's a hypocrite because they hate it when other people use powerful weapons, but when you use them, it's great. But so yeah, Huge Boy coming in at the number 4 spot. So let me know what you think about that. Let's go ahead and get into the number 3, and then 2, and then all the notable mentions. Coming in at number 3 spot is one that I'm actually very happy to see on this list, and that is the Easter Bazooka. This weapon, I do not think you can actually get it right now. I'm not entirely sure, but the Easter Bazooka is a 1-shot kill no matter what. It has a firing rate of 17, capacity of 1, mobility of 65. The mobility is great on this. The firing rate is not the greatest. But then again, you have rockets, area damage, and 4x zoom, which the 4x zoom is not super important, but it does help out quite a bit. And if you guys do want to get a faster firing rate, I mean, you could get the reload speed increased with that module, and that would help out quite a bit as well. So that's just a little tip right there if you have the Easter Bazooka. And I love this weapon. It looks amazing. It's a great weapon. It's really fun to use, and it's very, very underrated as you don't really see anybody using it, but I think that's because you can't actually buy this right now. Someone correct me on that if I'm wrong. But that is the Easter Bazooka right there, number 3 spot. And very similar to that, in the number 2 spot, we have the Corn Launcher, which the only thing this thing has is a higher firing rate when the firing rate is at 21, and also has cluster bombs as well, which is why I'm putting that at the number 2 spot. The Corn Launcher, I actually don't use this thing that much. I'd rather use the Easter Bazooka, but this thing has a faster firing rate, and it also has a cluster bomb. That was awful English right there. So hashtag Everletcher, go get some English lessons. And it has a lower mobility though, but for the cluster bomb, that's going to help out quite a bit in close maps, and the faster firing rate is going to help out as well. So that is the Corn Launcher right there at the number 2 spot. Before we actually get into the number 1 spot, I do want to go over some notable mentions, and I have quite a bit of them. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and get into those right now. So the notable mentions, just keep in mind, all of these notable mentions are all 2-shot kills, and I basically have a list right here. I'm just going to read off the list right now instead of going over a review for every single one of them, and the background gameplay might not match up with the weapons just because I don't really feel like going through that effort, because I'm not going to spend much time talking about each of these weapons. So anyways, let's just go right through this list. We have the Clockwork Cannon, we have the Renegade, which is one of my favorite weapons in the game, favorite heavy weapons. It's great. It's very similar to the Ghost Launcher, like I said, but it has a smaller capacity. Next thing we have is the Torpedo Launcher. Then we have the Quadruple Death, the Champion Solar Cannon, the Plastic Bazooka, the one and the only Storm of All Seas. I know you guys have to hear this weapon in this list because it didn't quite make the top 10, but I had to put it in the notable mentions because it's a very powerful weapon. It's kind of annoying though. Next thing we have is the Destruction System, another annoying weapon, the Royal Ashbringer, the Alchemist Staff, which is very fun to use, and then lastly we have the Fatal Melter, and that is going to be my notable mentions right there. All of those are really good weapons as well. Just I think the weapons on the list are a bit better that I put. Let me know what you guys think about that. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and hop right into the number 1 spot. You guys all probably guessed it, and right now we have the Big Buddy coming in at number 1, and I'm super happy to see that at number 1. So the Big Buddy, it does not have the best capacity or the firing rate, but it definitely makes up for that as you get 3 shots, and the low firing rate makes it so you're not going to have to reload your weapon a whole lot. You're still going to have to, don't get me wrong. It also has a mobility of 40, which is not the greatest, but it has area damage and rockets, and it's a 1-shot kill to literally anything, and it's just an absolute beast of a weapon, and I'm so happy. I think this weapon deserves to be at number 1 because this thing has been dominating Pixel 3D lobbies ever since I started playing the game, and I'm so happy to see it still doing good. But that's the Big Buddy at number 1, and if you do get the reload speed on that, it's going to help out quite a bit. The module for reload speed, it's going to help out. Me personally, I have the reload speed 35%, damage radius 55%, and rocket speed 35%, and that modules right there helps out quite a bit to make this weapon even better. So anyways guys, like I said, I do not have the new weapons like the Ice Club on this list just because I don't actually own these weapons right now, and I don't actually know how well they are at all. I do believe the Ice Club is pretty overpowered, but I'm not 100% sure about that, so let me know if that's true down below. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you guys leave a like and comment down below what your favorite heavy weapon is. If you guys did disagree with this list, just let me know down below, comment it down below, because I read every single comment and I would love to hear y'all's opinions on that. With that being said, if you guys do want to see more content, subscribe and turn on the bell notifications so you never miss out on any uploads. And with that being said, hope you guys all have a very blessed day, and I will see you all in the next video.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love